What are you going to do to prepare yourself for 2020? What are you going to do differently? Do you want to grow your business? Do you want to get your business under better control? Do you want to make more money? Now, some of those questions sound stupid, but they're legitimate. I mean, I talked to an agent just the other day who sells a ton of homes and said, honestly, I don't want to sell more homes. I just want to get my business under control. I feel like I'm always playing whack-a-mole all day. I'm running from one problem to the next. And I said, that's a really good goal. So my question to you today on October 1st, which is the beginning of the fourth quarter, which is really the beginning of preparation time for 2020. You know, if you wait until, December and go, oh, I need to set my goals for 2020. Before you know it, 2020 is going to be halfway done and you're not going to see any differences. And I always ask, whenever we get into goal setting, which we'll talk in more detail about later in the year, I always ask, what are you going to do differently to change the outcome? What are you going to do differently to change the outcome? Same equals same. I always talk about that. And unfortunately, most people don't make real changes anywhere in their life. They just talk about things that they wish were better, but they don't make a real hard, fast change. So a couple things I think that you should think about. Number one, training. We're heading into fourth quarter. This is a great time of year, about another month, no matter how good the market is or bad, wherever you are, things do slow down a bit. You should be getting yourself more training in all areas of the business, okay? How can you improve? How can you better convert leads? How can you create more clients? How can you create more business as a whole? What can you do differently? How can you get more listing appointments that you go on? What can you do different that will change your outcome? This is the time to start thinking about it. We're heading into the fourth quarter, folks. And if you don't make real changes or make real plans for real changes, you'll be in 2020 and nothing will happen. One thing I find with people, and it's not just real estate, I find it in all facets of life. People that say, I'm going to go on a diet January 1st. I'm going to go to the gym every day January 1st. My question to you is, why wait? If you know you need to make a change, why not at least start to make it or start to head in that direction now? Get yourself prepared. Envision, think about what it will be. I talked to you guys about vision back in August when I was down in Fort Lauderdale, and that video went crazy. I got a ton of good feedback. Envision what you want your 2020 to be like and start to move in that direction. Another topic in addition to training is the company you're at. Now, your business might be slow because of you. It might be slow because the company you're at doesn't have enough to offer. I don't know which it is. You have to make that decision. But the time to make these changes in this business, 12 months a year, we're all making changes. We should be making changes and making improvements to our business and to our lives. But this is when we start to really think about the next year over the next couple of months, okay? And if the company you're at is bogging you down, think about that. Maybe it's time to make a change. Or maybe it's time to be proactive and talk to your manager and say, you know what, I'm just not feeling it. I feel like I should be doing better. Am I doing something wrong? And face the music, because it may be you. Maybe a change in companies isn't needed. Maybe it is needed. I'm not sure. But you guys get my point. We are at the fourth quarter. This is shaking time to start making things happen. And at least, if not make them happen, at least move in the direction of making them happen to get yourself prepared so that by December you start implementing. Because guys, prospecting and growth and all those things that you should be doing to do more business, if you start those now, those closings will be coming in January and you'll hit the year just right. So that's a whole bunch of thoughts. I hope I didn't totally confuse everybody, but I hope that helps. Start planning.